Alp Kutay's magical fifth year and the shining path. On the morning of May 30th, the sun was shining brightly in Diyarbakır, gently filtering its golden rays through the windows of the houses. Birds chirped joyfully in the apricot tree outside Alp Kutay's window, as if playing a special melody just for him. Alp Kutay, a handsome boy with curious, sparkling eyes and long hair, felt that today was very different from other days the moment he woke up. Because today was one of the most special days of Alp Kutay's life, his 5th birthday. As Alp Kutay stretched with a big yawn in his bed, wonderful smells drifted to his nose. These were the sweet scents of warm vanilla and delicious chocolate. He was sure his mother was in the kitchen, carefully preparing his favorite chocolate cake decorated with colorful sprinkles. At the same time, the poof-poof sounds coming from the balcony signaled that his father was inflating colorful balloons. Alp Kutay jumped out of bed, running with tiny steps towards the kitchen and then the balcony. "Good morning, my dear son. Happy birthday," his mother called out, hugging Alp Kutay tightly and giving him a big kiss. In every corner of the kitchen, tiny cookies and colorful cupcakes winked at Alp Kutay. His father also lifted Alp Kutay into his strong arms. "Did you turn 5? How much you've grown! You've become a big boy. Now you can have your own adventures." Alp Kutay laughed heartily. Being swung in his father's arms made him very happy. The breakfast table was filled with sparkling gifts tied with colorful ribbons. Alp Kutay's heart pounded as he eagerly began to open the packages. From the first package emerged his favorite superhero figures. He immediately lined them up on the table and started talking to them. The second package revealed a huge drawing book with colorful paints and brushes. The last package contained a special glowing ball, which shimmered brightly when pressed, with Alp Kutay 5th Yaşında, Alp Kutay 5 years old, written on it. Alp Kutay took the ball, pressed the button, and a corner of the room filled with lights. After breakfast and the gift opening, Alp Kutay went outside with his family. The cool morning air of Diyarbakır caressed his face. The sun sparkled over the Tigris River, shimmering like diamonds. It was as if the whole city was celebrating his birthday. When they arrived at the park, Alp Kutay's friends, Asli, Denise, and Emre were waiting for him. As soon as they saw him, they shouted, "Happy birthday, Alp Kutay," and began to dance around him. Together, they ran on the park's lush green grass, sharing moments filled with laughter. They swung high towards the sky on the swings, as if they could touch the clouds. The wind ruffled their hair as they went down the slide. In the sandbox, they built a huge castle and placed their tiny superhero figures around it. Alp Kutay radiated with the energy of happiness that came with turning a new age. With every glance exchanged with his friends, he felt the love in his heart grow even bigger. When they returned home for lunch, the exquisite scent of the cake from the kitchen filled the entire house. His mother's magnificent chocolate cake, prepared by her own hands with 5 colorful candles burning on top, sat in the most prominent place on the table. Everyone gathered around the table. As his mother brought the cake, his father picked up his guitar and began to cheerfully play Happy Birthday. Asli, Denise, and Emre joined in the chorus. At the end of the song, Alp Kutay closed his eyes tightly and made a wish. He wished for all his friends and family to always be happy. Then he took a deep breath and blew out all 5 candles in one go. Applause and joyful shouts filled the house. As he took a slice of cake, the sweetness that spread in his mouth brought together all the beautiful moments he had experienced that day. That day, everything felt magical for Alp Kutay. The loving gazes of his mother and father, the cheerful voices of his friends, the joy of the gifts, and the sweetness of the cake. All these made his 5th birthday unforgettable. One of his favorite moments of the day was playing with his father and his mother reading his favorite story to him. As his mother held Alp Kutay on her lap and read his favorite adventure story, Alp Kutay closed his eyes and imagined himself inside that tale. As evening fell and stars began to twinkle one by one in the Diyarbakır sky, Alp Kutay lay down in his bed. As his eyes slowly closed, the memories of that beautiful day came to life in his mind. The games he played in the park, the secrets he shared with his friends, the boundless love of his family. Perhaps the best of all was the love of his family and friends. Alp Kutay, feeling the magic of his 5th year in his heart, drifted into a sweet sleep. Because he knew that as long as his family and loved ones were by his side and his huge heart was filled with love, every year would bring him brand new beauties and adventures.